So it appears that you guys still think I'm AI, even after completely, and I mean completely exposing myself in that last video. Well, I guess you leave me with no choice but to just expose myself even more, of course. So here's how me refusing to listen to adults when I was younger accidentally left me low-key disfigured for a couple years in quite literally the dumbest possible way. You see, back when I was 4 or 5 years old, I was a really stubborn kid. I mean, really stubborn. I just hated being told what to do, so whenever my parents, or well basically any other adult would give me an instruction, I remember sometimes just being like, no, I will not be doing that, and then literally just doing the exact opposite. But you see, I used to go to this daycare, and every day we would always get to go outside and play on this playground they had that just so happened to have an extremely long slide. Now one day before we went outside, one of the counselors simply warned us not to climb up the slide since someone could obviously be coming down and hit you. But because I was so freaking stubborn back then, I was basically like, nah, that sounds like a great idea. I'm gonna do it. So pretty much the moment I got outside, I just made a beeline straight for the bottom of the slide and started climbing. I must have thought I was so cool, being the only kid who wasn't listening to the adults. But since it was really sunny and bright outside that day, I couldn't actually look up. So as I was just hanging there in the middle of this long slide, basked in my sheer awesomeness, I suddenly heard a panicked yell coming from above me. And the very next thing I knew, I just felt this powerful impact followed by the worst pain 5-year-old me had ever experienced, and then nothing. When I next opened my eyes, I was waking up in the emergency room. I was told by the doctors and my parents that another kid had apparently gone down this huge slide at that exact moment since he hadn't seen me and ended up slamming his shoes into my mouth at full speed. Now I could instantly tell just from my parents' faces that something really bad had happened. But it wasn't until I actually got up and took a look at myself in the mirror sometime later that I finally realized that the impact from the kid's shoe had literally kicked my 2 lower front teeth clean out of my mouth, and had also chipped 4 of my upper front teeth, and had probably pushed everything back at least a little bit. Since it was at least 1 or 2 years before these teeth were supposed to come out naturally, I was extremely lucky that my permanent teeth weren't affected. But because of my refusal to follow simple rules, I basically grew up with a chipped, broken smile and without my 2 front teeth. It was not fun. I got made fun of. And you better believe that I got a whole lot better at following instructions after that. Huh, guess I really might be AI after all.